Good evening and welcome to Gaming with Scott presents Behind the Masks, a Southgate media production. In this series, our heroes remove their masks so that you, the listener, can learn more about the player behind the character. We discuss topics of interest and encourage our players to go off the rails and down the rabbit hole. We hope this helps our audience get to know us better. Discussions and insights begin just after this music.
I have a story for you.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I'm having a hard time.
All right, there you go.
Right?
Right there?
Yes.
All right, what do
Story
you got?
time. So, we went to the casino down in New Orleans.
In Nolans?
Yeah, and I learned to play craps. Wonderful game.
It's a
Craps
great
is
game. It's
awesome.
one of the best games of all time.
Yep,
to play.
one of the most even percentage games in the casino. 51-49.
Yeah.
And I want to say that
which is better, which is almost as good as Baccarat. Go
Always
ahead.
put on the pass line.
Go ahead.
WWRD is what I lived by when I was playing craps. What would Rico do?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Because the whole
So you were a boss with a giant schlong who just cracked wise at people and drank a lot?
Okay, so there were two things that I did.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm with
WWRD2.
Yes.
And I trained my dice the entire time that I was doing fucking craps.
So you would put them on the things and then make your bets and then pick them up and roll them?
And I won $400.
There you go. See?
Yes. Now by the end I lost 100, but I had
But that's not
$400
the
at
point.
one time.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
That happened to me in Vegas too.
So
playing blackjack.
Why don't you walk away when you win? That's what I do.
Because if I won that much,
I can double it
easily.
easily.
I can double
Next
it on
5
the throw of a
minutes.
dice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm much better at Texas Hold'em.
Really?
Oh, really good at it.
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean, I'm horrible. We should play. I probably
Yeah.
should not have revealed that before we play.
Is that a
Yes,
terrible thing?
Your,
that-
play
poker,
a lot
your
of
poker
blackjack.
face. I love it.
And I'm really good at casino blackjack, mostly because they use a
hate
6-card
blackjack.
sleeve, and those are easy to count.
Right. Right.
stuff.
So the kicker, what was it you said you were just really good at? Texas Hold'em?
Texas Hold'em.
So I have a story for that. Have you ever played Texas Hold'em in Vegas?
Yes.
At the casinos? Mm-hmm. Where'd you play?
Caesars. Although I could not get into the impressive room, I had to play in the general big room.
Yeah.
And then
Caesars
at
is
the-
nice even for the big room.
Oh, Caesars is beautiful. Yeah, and the weird thing is, like, I walked in and out of the shops at their mall, and I'm like, I can't afford $5,000 Gucci sunglasses, but I look good in them.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody does. You put them on and they're like, even the floor model is like, damn, these look good.
It's free to try.
One of them was like, the guy was trying to give me the pitch, and he's like, these are space grade titanium used in the space shuttle, and they're laminated with gold. And you could just see right here at the very tips, these hinges aren't actually like plastic or any of those other materials. These are also titanium and gold. So these glasses will never break. And I'm like, haha, yeah, 5,000. Oh, they look great. Can you fetch me another pair? And then when you walked off, I just set them down and left.
I gotta go.
Right? That's
Sorry.
too much for sunglasses.
Put them down and run away. I mean, walk away. Walk away. Yeah. Well, good. How'd you fare in the tourney?
Oh, at Caesars?
Yeah.
I'm convinced that all of the dealers in Vegas are trained to be able to go, hey, you're winning. Time's up. Blam, blam, blam. Up, you're out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had like a limit, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to withdraw money from the ATM. I'm going to bring $500. And for like the first day, I did great. And then the second day, it's like, hey, I'm doing better. Oh, shit, what's happening?
Yeah.
And I ended up
No
withdrawing
bueno
money
right
from
there.
the ATM anyways.
Oh, man.
Ooh,
That's not
that's
good.
never good.
I got bit by the bug, and that's a new sign. What?
Exit.
Yeah, exit with the security lights.
Yeah.
But no, they got me. They got
got
me.
you?
I've gotten better at Texas Hold'em though, but they got
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
House always wins.
Because it is a serious math game, Texas Hold'em. And the first tournament I was ever in, I learned more in 20 minutes of playing there than I had learned up to that point in my life. Mm-hmm. I was some 38, 39 years old, and I sat down at Binion's at their Tuesday afternoon poker tournament. I mean, so I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to ease on into this. And they have the saying that if you look around the table and you cannot spot the sucker, you're the sucker. Let me level Rico here so I can get a little love. Give me something there, Rico. Your mic's off.
No, it's not. I turned it on.
Okay.
You probably need to turn me on.
No, all 6 lights are on.
Well,
My mic there.
Oh,
There you
There we
go.
go.
there it
Oh,
is.
we
I
have
knew I
some
turned it on.
Rico.
You just
There
had
it
to
is.
turn me up.
Beautiful.
That's way too much.
Yeah, I know.
I think
It's
that was
weird
a
because I
lot.
think by now we
Too
know
much
what would
Rico.
turn Rico on.
that you would think, and now it's a little knob right there. Who'd have thunk, right?
Yeah, I want Rico likes the classy lady.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like Rico. You know, he would he'll go for
You mean
know,
like Aerosmith classy lady,
No,
or
that's not
ZZ
true at
Top
all, guys.
classy lady?
When as soon as I get my tax return, the first place I'm going is the fucking strip club.
Hey, I love this.
Let's not pretend Rico likes a classy lady.
Oh, wait, no, but you're going to go to like Classy Chassis, right?
No,
Which
that
one?
place.
Why
I'm
would
going to
you
go to
waste
Brad's
your
Brass.
money?
You're gonna go
at
to
the
Brad's?
fucking
I like it. I
strip
like
club?
it.
Well, because how other do the ladies wander around just half naked and throw themselves on you regularly?
Brad's is
No,
really
but
good.
I mean,
Brad's is really good.
it's like ordering a pizza, have it coming all the way to the door, sniffing it, and then turning it back. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
point of interest.
Some
you
of us
shouldn't
are
sniff
some of
these
us are
pizzas.
recently
They would
single,
get very upset.
and it's been a dry
yeah,
5 weeks.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Well, there
So
you go.
some of us are going to go pay for it.
Yay.
Yeah. Should we be cheering?
I don't care.
Okay. Yay.
Yay!
And there was
So-
much
I
rejoicing.
say that out of love because I don't want to cross a line and
There are no lines.
Yeah, there's no
No,
lines.
There's no lines
There's
here.
no lines.
Are you
There's
kidding
strip
me?
clubs.
I'll find out the line and I'll accidentally cross it.
That's fine. That's fine. Then you'll have another story.
I liked your
Right.
training your
It'll-
dice story,
it'll all be good.
Jackson. That was a good story.
The time
good
Rico-
I'm
story.
just saying. I was like, I channeled you. You were on my right. No, you were evil. You're on my left shoulder. And it's just like I have to do this. Lawful evil kicked in, and it worked
There you
for
go.
a good
It
30
was all
minutes.
boom.
Did you also throw knives at the dealer? Because after listening to the first episode again, it's like, I'm going to break his arm. Don't break his arm. Okay, I won't break his arm. I'm going to break his hand.
John, he had it coming.
Not my phone.
Yes, your judgment is unwarranted. Well, no, it is warranted.
So I was sitting at the table of opinions, and there were 14 people at the table, 13 people with me, and the dealer. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, and I'll stay with this, and I'll stay with this, and I'll stay. 20 minutes in, and I look around the table, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's see who the jackass is, who the sheep is at this table. And I went, no, definitely not, no. Oh shit.
There you go.
And immediately my play, I just tightened up immediately. It was like, oh, crap.
Sphincter restricted.
Yeah, and I looked around, and I was just sort of like, hey, this is my first poker tournament ever. This is totally cool. And they were like, sucker. And I went, oh crap. Yeah.
How did you do?
I lasted an hour and 40 minutes.
Nice.
I saw 8 people get kicked from the table.
It's impressive stamina.
Before I left. So, I mean, I got my money's worth. And like I said, for a learning lesson, it was absolutely, I'd have just put
Right.
the money on the table and walked away. If you'd been like, we will impart this knowledge. And it was like, oh, crap. Yeah, it was really, really. And I went out on what the rest of the table that was left said, oh, that was a bad beat, dude. You had to go in on that. There was just no way you could walk away from that. But
Right.
hey, good luck. And it was like, so I felt like, I did the right thing even when I got put out, and it was like, okay, good. Yeah, but I learned a lot.
The weirdest play I think I ever had with poker was I went up against a full house, thinking that that I was pretty sure that I was going to win, and no, the guy pulled a royal flush. Just
Holy
I was
hell.
extremely sure I was going to win, and I'm like, no, I've got this. Boom. They're like, nope.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
like, and it was a low one too, but it was still a royal flush, and I'm like, huh.
Oh, you mean a straight flush?
You mean a straight
Straight
flush?
flush,
then.
sorry, straight
that's
flush.
okay.
Yeah.
There are no low royal flushes.
Did he value bet you?
It's okay.
Did he bet just enough to keep you enticed in the hand?
Just-
so
And,
you
you,
could
and you
stay
were
away
like,
from the
I
pot?
think I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the clutch play, the value bet.
What a jerk, Mo.
That's how you get the majority out of
Oh,
somebody
the
else's
pot was
hand.
400. I got it back. I ended up taking the table, but it was a $400 pot, and I'm like, crap.
That's crazy.
Nice.
It sucks when you have you've only got little chips left, and you're like, okay, gotta keep playing. Only got a couple chips, so don't keep raising the blind. Oh, I hate you guys so much.
Pay to play, man. That's all I'm saying.
I go.
No, I hate pay to players. They're dumb.
I go to the casino, take $20, play a little blackjack. Walked away with $400 before. And as
Nice.
soon as I hit about $350, I'm like, I'm gone. Why? Because if I hand my wife $300 of that and say, go to the grocery store, she doesn't mind. I went to the casino.
There you go.
There it goes.
There you go.
About once a year, pull that stunt off.
Nice. Well, that's the problem. Is I was like $350 up. Now we can play the big stakes and lose it all in a couple of hands. Oh, damn it!
Then we can go on that dirty strip club crawl right after.
There
The
it
only
is.
time I ever play
$9.95.
a lot of money
prime
is
rib
when
and
I
lobster.
have pocket rockets. So you can split them and blackjack.
Yeah.
And so I'll take the split, and I usually get 2 blackjacks, and that'll be right when I leave.
Right on. There it is. There it is.
Well, I've hit my winning hand. I'm out.
Nice. I like it. So what are we doing here tonight? It's the end of the week. It's another month. Are we feeling good? We doing all right?
Feeling great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Jackson just put in 2 weeks' notice.
See ya.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
We're at
You always got to be. You always got to
2
be
weeks notice.
singing.
We're at.
At his mental health facility.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think you could put in a notice. I'm pretty sure they want you to stay the whole time.
No.
They do.
So
Misnomer.
what does a CEO do after they put in a 2 weeks notice?
Laugh and relax. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were going to answer
And
that.
then the second thing, they normally at most places will walk you out because they don't know what the heck you're going to do.
They
And
will
they're-
perp walk you.
Yeah, they're just like, thank you. We're going to accept your resignation immediately, and with that, we'll pay you out for the time that you were going to give your notice, just as a thank you for everything you've done. Blah blah blah.
There you go.
Yeah, not these guys. They're like, yeah, you're gonna work for 2 weeks. They're probably gonna make my life a living hell, but it could be worse.
And I keep telling him, don't let him.
So why did you put in your notice?
Reasons.
You're trying to get me sued.
You can be not blunt about it. Come on.
Sure you can.
Do you
What,
know?
you can't use
So
your
know
words?
me?
So what are you going to do after this job is ended?
Very
Oh, sorry.
second thing. I'm gonna be a regional director of business development for the West, and I will be over 8 states.
For the Wild West, that's great.
Right?
A lot of chances
I
out
don't,
there on the
I don't
frontier.
know what that means.
That is-
John, the 1930s called. They want their language and their vernacular back. Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna be responsible for sales, marketing, and business development for all of the facilities at the corporation that I'm.
So you're
going
going to go back to pushing pills?
No. It's still service. They have 300 acute care hospitals and group homes. So it's going to be sales and marketing for them in those 8 states. So it's going to be a lot of travel. Probably 3 days a week of travel.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
will we not see you on the podcast anymore?
Is that an oxymoron? See me on the podcast?
No,
Well,
that's
they
for
won't
the
see you,
blind
but
people,
I will see you.
No,
or
no,
not
no.
see you.
No, I'll still be here. With everything said and done, they're like, we would like the person that we hire to live in one of the states that they cover, but
Oh, is Indiana one of the covered states?
no.
Not for the West. In the Midwest,
No.
yes.
West.
yes.
Like
So-
California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, New Mexico.
Oregon, Washington, California, Arizona, Nevada, Louisiana, Texas, New Mexico are the 8 states that I have.
How is
Jesus
Louisiana
Christ.
considered the West when it is directly
I have-
south of Missouri?
Well, because it's just west of the Mississippi.
And brother, who cares? Because it's a good reason to go to New Orleans again.
okay.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry. Could you
New
say
Orleans.
all of the states you just mentioned again? But could you do it as if you're Huey
No,
Lewis in the news?
don't
No,
accommodate
He
him.
did, didn't he?
Don't accommodate him.
I heard a plebeian for a moment, and I just moved on.
we call them peasants.
Or if you're a fan of the Caesar line of video games, need more plebs. One of my favorites.
Oh, I'm going to miss you, man.
Well, no.
It was-
Hey, God, mother, God.
It's fun potting
No.
with you while we did.
Jesus
It's been a
Christ,
great
So-
3 years.
Loud as fuck.
They essentially have told me that, look, if you're near an international airport, we're gonna give it a year, and we'll reassess after a year. And if you want to, and we will assess as we will make you move, or you can stay in Indianapolis.
We can make you move.
Yeah. So I bought 12 months, and we'll go from there.
And
All right,
he'll
so
find a
it's gonna
spot
be
here in Indy.
a fun 4 years.
You'll get
Before
in
you're
at St.
gone
Vincent's
forever.
before that.
He's
So.
not going to be
So now I've got
gone
reason to
forever.
kill your character in the Marvel game.
You had reason the entire time. Now you're just like, I can officially do it.
Yep.
The echo. You
Echo,
hear him over
echo.
the fucking.
I'm sorry. I'm loud.
He is loud. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't
No,
hear an echo. I
it's
think
all
you're
right.
just fine.
Oh, I'm going to run out and see if the eclipse is starting.
But no, don't kill
Okay.
my character. Don't do that.
Is that okay, my lad?
Go ahead. Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
hug it
you're
out.
fine.
Let's
You're
hug
okay.
I can't. You should, when it airs, you should listen to the one shot that Scott and I did. In the
I
Marvel
don't want
game.
to because I don't want it to
Because
impact.
he will scream his bloody
You
head off.
guys,
Yeah.
you're just mad.
Like, how
That's
can you
what it
do
is.
that?
So let me ask you this: out of character, is it a screw Fenris or is it a screw the group? Is
It's
it
a screw no one, actually.
The whole planet.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's not personal. Then I'm fine with
No,
it.
No, it's not personal. So
No.
your inner narcissist will be fine.
I absolutely did
Thank
not
Jesus.
screw the planet.
No, not at all. He did the opposite of screwing the planet, which is
Fallacious- no.
uncorking the planet. I don't know.
I saved the planet. We'll
Yeah,
just
a couple times over. But it's okay.
So, assuming both are fully powered, who would
I'm
be easier to
afraid.
kill, Kal-El or
afraid.
General Zod?
What?
Ask the question again. Ask the question. It's a valid question to ask.
Assuming both were fully powered, who would be easier to kill, Kal-El or General Zod?
Kal-El. Fenris could kill Kal-El. His axe is magic. It'd be over with one hit. Nope, it would be.
No, I'm going with his skin is tough enough to withstand magic. His force field is not.
Well,
Maybe.
and I'd go with Kal-El just because I want to see Kal-El dead.
Yeah.
That's my own personal bias.
I think he would be easier to kill, not because General Zod can process sunlight faster, but he has more combat
Because
experience.
he is raised by humans and weak.
Because he is a mother flippin' general
Yeah.
who has
Wait.
actually fought before, as opposed to this pansy.
Yeah.
Are we
What was
talking
it?
about killing the body of Superman or the soul? Because the soul's still out there. Oh.
Doesn't really matter at this point.
I'm sorry, but Superman's also fought major threats too.
Well, but major threats as opposed to being a general in the
Think about
Kryptonian
it.
army.
The only reason Cal
No,
could
he's
be,
good at calling shots. I'll give him that. His strategy is probably superb, but Superman has had what? In the current continuity, 30 years of experience kicking butt. So,
Humans.
I want to know.
You do really
If we
realize
can-
the only reason that Superman ever beat any of these people in a fight is because he's been under the sun longer than they have. And
Exactly.
Therefore,
I,
can
uh,
process solar power
I
faster.
wonder if we
That's
could
it.
convert Superman's stats to the face rip system and see where he ranks in power compared to, I
Well-
don't know, Guardian Angel.
You don't want to do
Who
that.
swings a weapon at infinity.
You're way
We
up into
should.
Superman levels. You don't want to know how really low on the scale the Superman
Yeah.
is.
Fucking wreck that guy.
We went
he personally is not really that high. It's his power, his major power is solar processing and conversion.
Right.
Hey,
And then that powers all of his other superpowers.
Right.
And
'Cause
depending
we-
on how fast he can convert the solar power, he can go infinitely high anywhere else.
Right.
we went over stats like the first 3 games in the Marvel game, and it's just like, this is what Captain America is. And we're like, that's it?
Well,
He's like awesome or amazing in a couple things, but he's a little above average in a whole bunch of others.
so because it was so funny because this one over here, the
This one.
werewolf,
I don't even
Yeah.
get a freaking name.
decided, well, I don't know, I'm not really a tank, and I'm not really built, much for fighting. And I went, okay, let's look at the Thor and Hulk. And I was like, yeah, you're right up there with them. And he went, oh. Really? And I was like, yeah. And it was like, let's look at Spider-Man and Captain America. And he was like, oh, I'd trounce those people. And I'm like, yes, that's the point.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, that guy over there who has dumped 40-some thousand karma into his things, into his stats there.
Thingamabobbers, yeah.
Yeah, he's him and Galactus are going to tussle. They're going to play a thumb war.
wait.
And he's probably going to kick
What?
the living shit out of Galactus.
Galactus?
Unless you know
That's
Cloak
crazy.
and Dagger,
Wow.
or you have the one, the mega glass cannon that can take him. That's about it.
Well, I did pull Cloak and Dagger out specifically to go, by the way,
Yeah.
you will not trash this entire building.
Yeah, and that is the warning shot across Guardian Angel's bow.
And he did go, ooh,
He's like,
I'm going to go over there.
Yeah,
It was good. And I was like, oh, that's appropriate. I didn't know that Rico knew who Cloak and Dagger were.
hell no, I didn't know that. That was. I was like,
That's pretty awesome.
yeah,
They
just-
rolled in and he went, oh,
one's a black
I need
hole.
to be good.
The one's light energy. What's the other one?
Living light energy. Yeah.
So here's another question about Superman.
all right.
Do you think Kryptonite robs him of stored solar energy or interrupts his ability to process the solar energy?
I think it interrupts.
I would agree with interrupts because that's why it would kill him.
Right. Well,
'Cause once he can't feed on his primary energy source, his body goes, what the?
and withers and dies.
Right.
And I believe wholeheartedly that that's why you don't see his powers just stop.
Right.
They just go, meow,
Yeah.
and they come down and down, and then the next thing you know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, he's basically bunked at that
dead.
bottom level. So
Right.
Good stuff.
This is good stuff.
But anyway, I'm not
I
freaking
agree.
moving.
That's why
Don't
as
throw
soon as
that
the
out.
He's not
Stop
moving.
it.
He's
the
not moving.
Kryptonite's gone and he can just get back up and keep going, Superman style.
There you go.
Superman's a
Until you rip his soul
I've
out
never
and put it over
liked
there,
Superman.
and
Me
then you pull his skeletal structure out away from his musculature.
He's like a freaking blob just hopping around.
Which I didn't do that.
That was an
not
amazing.
me.
I heard.
That was an amazing
That was
disruption. I
horrible.
loved it.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Just for the record, Kelly, my character took no action against your childhood hero. I just want you to know that.
In 1992, I figured out a bona fide truth in this world, and that is all of our heroes die someday.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now they might
I
be-
still have that. I still have that cover.
I do too.
Yeah, that Superman was zombified without bones, flopping around like a freaking pancake. But you're right.
The word you're looking for is undulating.
But yeah, you are a Superman super fan, aren't you? You know pretty much everything.
Yeah, I actually researched him for the first Goku versus Superman death battle.
Gotcha.
I have credit on that death battle.
Nice.
I have never seen a Superman movie ever.
You're not missing much.
Dude, watch
Not even the
Reeves-
new ones.
No, watch the
Still not
Reeves
missing
movies
much.
first.
Really?
Yeah.
So he is the vision of who Superman should look
Or
like.
He did a
don't.
really good job.
Go
Should
wa-
be- he
watch
should
a good
look like
movie
a
instead.
farmer.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
the Christopher
Not a
Reeve
bodybuilder, not a
Right.
anything else. He should
Right.
look like a farmer.
Exactly.
movie. Yeah.
And even the worst one, which is Superman 4, is sort of entertaining just
Right.
because
Oh, yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
you get to see him punch a villain, although the effects were really
Really
bad.
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, and Superman Returns is a good movie that got a shit writer because
Right.
the characterization was good and could have been better if they had a better script.
Yeah. Exactly.
Another land grab? What the fuck, Lex? Do something original.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a thing.
Although I will admit that he did actually literally shank Superman in it.
That was actually, I
He
love
had
that line.
A shard of kryptonite, and he just shoved it into his side, then broke it off.
Yeah.
I just like the line of now fly.
Yeah, and he
Shoves
just
it.
falls over backwards into the ocean. It's brilliant.
Also, the weird Kevin Spacey line of, come on, just say it. Just say it. You never get away with this? No. Say the other thing. He's going to stop you. Wrong.
Yeah, that was really nice. Spacey was interesting Luther.
I think Kevin Spacey was a very interesting Luther. I am biased because I think everything Kevin Spacey does is brilliant and miraculous. But
My favorite is Usual Suspects.
oh yeah, Verbal Kent.
I mean,
that's
right
the
there.
best.
Was it American Beauty? That's actually an underrated film. I mean,
Oh, it's
God,
amazing. That's an
that
amazing
film is so good.
Well, if you want
Very
to go
good.
for a cult Spacey, you go with Did Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so American Beauty ruined The Usual Suspects for my wife. Okay?
Why?
Why?
So she had seen the movie 2 or 3 times, and I had never seen the movie, and we were dating at the time. And we went out and we saw American Beauty. Okay, and it was a great movie. And there's the dinner scene when they're fighting. He and the wife are fighting, and he picks up the platter of asparagus, and you see him from the side, and he throws it across the room. And he throws it into the wall opposite camera, and it's great, and there's the whole thing. But I noticed, as I had not noticed at the time, that Kevin Spacey's left-handed. And I was like, oh, because he picks it up with this hand and throws it at the thing. And I went, oh, Kevin Spacey's left-handed. Oh, okay, that kind of fits, because I, pay attention to the little things that make people weird, and left-handedness is one of them, and that's kind of thing.
I'm left-handed.
Yeah. The geniuses and psychopaths typically are. Not sure which one you fall into.
Take your pick.
Yeah, either or.
Thin line.
Depends on the day. And so the next, she goes, that's like when The Usual Suspects. I said, I'd never seen it. She went, oh, we're going to go and watch it. So the next day, I come over to her place, and she's like, we're going to watch The Usual Suspects. And there it is. This is going to be the greatest movie of all time. You're going to love this. So she puts it on. And the opening scene is Kaiser Sose comes out on the boat and starts whacking people. And, he goes, pow, 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 pow. And I went, oh, well, there's Kevin Spacey. And she went, what? And I went, well, he's left-handed. The guy's shooting.
It ruined the whole
I know
movie.
Kevin Spacey's left-handed. I learned this last night. That's Kevin Spacey right there shooting a gun. I mean,
my
we can't see the guy's
God.
face, but
That's
seriously.
That's terrible.
There's no other left-handed people in this world. It has to be Kevin.
Well, not in the actors that they had. The rest of them are all righties. How do you
See,
like that,
He,
sucker?
he didn't know they were all
with
righties.
the exception of Guillermo del Toro,
Picking
which
nits is
if
for
you
apes,
can't,
man.
which
Jesus.
Guillermo del Toro is like 4 feet taller than Kevin Spacey. So seriously, it wasn't him. Okay, so we go through the whole thing, and I'm watching, and she just like the blood vessel just
She blew her O-ring out of
Oh,
the scene.
yes, she did. So at this point, we go through the story, and there's the whole thing. Kaiser Sose, and he killed the village, and the whole thing. And I forgot the opening scene. And I'm watching this thing, and I'm watching him at the end. Verbal Kent's walking out, and he's doom, 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 on the board behind, going like, oh, what is all of it? And then we see Verbal, and that ending where Verbal Kent goes from the lint to the hole and just walks out and is into the sunset is amazing and was just fantastic. And I look over at my wife, and she's still, because I was like, I forgot. And she goes, do you remember the very first scene? I was like, oh. Was the Kaiser. Oh, that was the okay. Yeah. That's so cool. And she was just pissed.
She hated you.
Yeah, and I was just
great.
because it was like the first scene. He comes out and goes bang, 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 and I go, oh well, there's Kevin Spacey. She was like,
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
yes,
Yes.
All right.
yes. There is
We
no
can all
other.
agree on that.
It is
nothing
not.
else.
It is not Christmas unless we're hearing Christmas in Hollis, and Come out to the guns.
Yeah, I think it's well established.
Now
that's a
I
Christmas
have a
movie.
machine gun.
That used to be it used to be an anti-gun movie, and it used to be all about swords. And apparently, the original writing for that was "Now I have a claymore." Ho ho ho! I learned that from Cracked of all
would be
places.
cool.
What?
Yeah, I guess the director originally was all against guns, and he wanted to make the whole movie about McClane constantly trying to get a gun, but he just finds swords because. What's his name? The guy who owned the plaza was a big sword collector.
Yeah.
And
Takagi?
Takagi.
Yeah.
And after they did a bunch
Nakamoto
of,
Plaza.
they did a test run for audiences. They were like, "This makes no sense. Why doesn't he grab the gun, the man he just killed?"
It's all right. They bring that back in Pulp Fiction when he gets himself a katana
Yeah,
and
you go.
murders a couple hillbilly rapists.
Right.
That's actually why. Yeah, because Tarantino. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
know.
Quentin Tarantino said, yeah.
I was there. It was good.
It's hard to get through. It's hard to get through air
you were
ducts
there
with a
on set.
claymore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you guys have seen 4 Rooms, right? With the other Bruce Willis Quentin Tarantino film.
Nope.
No.
4 rooms?
Is it 4 Rooms or is it Rooms? Oh. It's the one with the what's his face from Lie to Me. You know who I'm talking about?
Nope.
Oh yeah, the guy who played the Human Abomination in The Incredible Hulk.
Yes,
Can't remember his real name for the life of me.
Tim something or other. And it's the 4
He was-
Rooms.
Wasn't he Mr.
Curry.
Blonde in?
No,
Tim
it's not
Curry.
It's not Tim Curry.
Wasn't he Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Same guy. And the ending of this movie, like you watch what goes on in the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth room, and then the bellhop comes upstairs, and the fourth room is
That movie.
You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about,
that's
right?
a great movie.
where he's like, all right, I'm going to light the lighter 10 times, or we'll cut off a finger. Which finger do you want? And they have this whole discussion. And
I wanna
Quentin
watch
Tarantino's
that
there at the
movie
end.
again
And
now. That
it's-
movie's
and it
so
is
good.
Just the ending, the
Is it on
last
Netflix?
45 seconds of that movie is perhaps one of the greatest 45 seconds in Quentin Tarantino's whole
God, that
history
movie
of
is
film.
so good.
And it's because it's just
When you
boom,
said
boom, 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 and we're out. We're done.
when you
Goodbye.
said bellhop, then 4 Rooms came back to my head like super
Yes.
fast.
Yeah, I've not seen that one.
Insane, because you'll watch and you'll go, okay, first room, all right, second room, well, that was a little crazy. Third room, okay, and then they go upstairs and you're like, what the hell? And it all kind of, and then there's just this like, then you have to go like, wait, what did I just see here? But it's over and we're out, and it was like, holy shit,
I've never actually watched Reservoir Dogs.
well, it's a good movie.
I've seen parts, but they were good
Yeah.
parts.
Good movie.
movie.
I don't tip
It's
because of that
on
movie.
the list.
I gotta use the restroom. We'll be right back.
I was on a date and we started making out while watching the movie, and then we stopped when it got to the scene with Mr. Blonde.
Stuck in the middle
Yeah,
of you.
and it's sort of like we were like, "What's going on?" Oh. And then afterwards, it's like, "So you want to go back?" And we just went back to making out. And so I've seen. First time I ever saw that
parts of
movie,
it.
I saw half of it.
And that's okay.
And the inside of her mouth,
Yeah.
then you're a winner.
There you go.
That's not a. Yeah.
You say that because I had to think about it, just be look inside someone's mouth and just sort of be like if someone was going like, yawning and going, that's a good mouth. You have a lot of storage capacity in there for food. You have all your teeth, no tentacles, always a plus.
Yeah, and speaking of mouths, we really need to do a dirty strip club crawl. I've come back to this because it just perked my attention. We need to make this happen.
But we're going to podcast from the strip club, right?
I think we can entice some
We
strip
would
club
have to get the
do this.
VIP room because we need a little sound dampening.
You see, this guy making weird faces over here can make it happen.
And we're going to see if the eclipse has started yet.
All right. Go see if the eclipse.
You
is
guys
started.
go back to having Josh Jackson con you into going to a strip club.
It's not a con if you want to
I'm
do it.
going.
It's not a con if you want to do it.
I'm not. Yeah.
What's the strip club with the really nice red chairs, the roll that you went dressed up as a priest to?
Well, that would be the Red Garter Lounge.
That's a nice one.
That's a place we could go. Only if you dress as the priest.
So
I also have a
a
priest,
priest,
outfit.
a biker, and an asshole walk into a bar.
Whoa! I have a priest outfit. I can be an asshole priest.
There
he
you
was
go.
going to say he doesn't ride a motorcycle. Oh, you were. Oh, sorry. So when you're
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
when you go to perhaps tuck a dollar or spank a cheek, and she looks over the shoulder and goes, "I'm sorry, Daddy. I mean, Father." Boom.
Best thing ever.
She's like, "Harder, Daddy. I mean, Father." I was
These
like,
are the
"Oh."
expansion opportunities that we need to take advantage of when we get into the podcasting sphere that we're in right now.
Yeah, and I've been talking about gaming with Scott after dark.
I'm in.
You know, that's
like
a
it.
thing.
I'm in.
We'd have to get another, we'd have to get another Libsyn. It'd have to be like literally gamingwithscottafterdark.com or something along those lines.
Yeah.
It'd have to be.
We can add the extra letters. We should do this yesterday.
Because that's a thing. So
Well, see, then we need to pick
Then we don't
either
care if
somewhere to
we're
hang out
cursing.
at,
Yeah.
bourbon.
Oh,
good
yeah.
times.
We'll figure it
Right.
out.
and we do a Spartacus-esque role-playing game. Have you seen Spartacus?
Yes, I own it. It's one of the few TV shows I actually own.
Well, I've seen the movie.
No, there's
No,
a
no, no,
television
no.
show. Thank you, sir.
The one,
very good.
Andy Whitfield, who died after
Yes.
the first season from lung cancer.
And you know what? I just started watching that last week.
I have all of them if you need them.
I'm on season 3.
You're fine. Okay. You're good.
I watched 2 seasons in a week.
Did you mention that we should go to Good Times for stripping? Because there aren't strippers at Good Times. It's a miniature golf place.
You're looking the wrong places.
Well, I'm just saying you shouldn't go there.
They
to
call
find
it
strippers.
the ball pit.
Dude,
for a
you are
reason.
the king of non sequitur. You really are. We're somewhere
is
way over
very
here.
good.
You're way the hell over in left field. We're way in right field.
It's a little bit my OCD. I'll hear something when I was trying to fix something on my bag, and then I'm like, wait, no, I have a joke. Squirrel! Get it in there.
I like it. Don't you ever change, John Kennedy.
Right?
Don't you ever change. Unless we're going to a strip club, then you
Am I
change.
loud enough? Can everybody hear me okay?
Getting
Oh, yeah,
all,
you're fine.
Getting all rubber. We're good.
Well, but he
Hygienic.
does. No, he is the king of the tangential.
Yeah.
Non sequitur.
It's crazy.
I mean,
Who?
it's not non sequitur like,
Yes.
if you took all of the fish caught in Canada and put them tail to nose, it would really stink. I mean, there's not like, like wait, what? He's more. It's one of Josh's favorite jokes because I've told that joke like once a year for the last 3 years, and I get the same sort of howling laugh out of it.
You know, I couldn't
Pretty
hear
good.
all of that joke. I'm afraid my hearing's gone bad. So
Oh,
you repeat it for me.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. You sir,
That was good, dude.
fantastic.
People drop the ball. They're like, the play is done. I'm that one player who picks up the ball and goes, we can still do this, even though the refs are like, no, we can't. You can't do this.
You can't do that.
That's not how sports works.
He'll be like, when you can't go to good times. You're having a good time in a strip club. You can't go to
No.
good times because there's no naked women there. What?
This is the wrong time to associate fish with strip clubs together. And
So-
we just-
Yes.
we chose the wrong place.
Last Thursday, I took my family out to Tucanos for dinner.
Okay, Toscanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the place up
Noblesville.
in Noblesville. Yeah,
Yeah. Poor man's Fogo.
right.
Right.
I'm with you.
Love it there. Took my family out there. We come down 146th Street
Go ahead.
and go to the Fresh Market on 146th Street. I don't know if you know where that is.
Right.
Grab a few things. And we see a liquor store when we're headed up through Noblesville and Allisonville Road to get home.
Yeah,
Go in there. I see that Woodford Reserve you and I have talked about.
there you go.
Is it the
Right.
single barrel or the double barrel?
It's a single.
Single?
Yeah.
The double oak is the.
That's what
I
we
see. I
get.
didn't find that.
Oh.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I. So
That's
I
good
still got a
shit.
bottle of that, and my wife wanted. They had some German honey bourbon
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
there, and she wanted that, so we grabbed that. And man, I got home with that Woodford, and it's the best stuff ever.
Oh, it's
Smooth.
it's delicious.
It's kind of like it has more of the sweet tones than a lot of bourbons,
Woodford
and
is.
it's like I compare that to Four Roses. I would take Woodford every day.
Oh
Yes.
yes, Woodford's really good.
Agreed.
I like it a lot.
That's like $50 a bottle.
Yeah, yes.
I guess if I'm paying $50
that's a
for that
thing.
bottle, it's gonna last a while,
Oh yeah, because you have like 2 fingers of it, and you're like, "Ooh, that was good." That
right?
was
And then
good.
you're done.
And I'm going to do that again, maybe tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, exactly.
I was at Scotty's the other day, and they had $5 doubles of Top Shelf.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so I got the Knob Creek Single Barrel Reserve. Normally, when I take bourbon neat, I like to have a Coke
Right.
or something. I could take this stuff and just neat.
Right.
And like, that's it. Just sip on that for a while and be just good.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Very good.
And we have to have a bourbon night.
Yeah, we'll have to do a bourbon night.
If we podcast the same night, then that's going.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Bourbon and podcast.
Yeah.
it's going to go south very quick.
Well, we
No, it
could
won't.
riff track some.
it's going to go south like the salmon of Capistrano.
Oh, okay. That's the Swallows of Capistrano.
I know
No,
it's from the movie.
And now we're back to
well,
the strip
It's
clubs,
Dumb
aren't
and
we?
Dumber.
Not if everybody brings a bottle of bourbon.
Samsonite.
I was
Way off.
That wasn't way off.
Those your skis? Both of them?
Right?
See, if we do it, we all have to bring a different bottle of bourbon.
No.
So
How's
then
that
we-
supposed
I'm
to
cool
work?
with that. That'd
Then
be
we can
awesome.
do flights.
Oh yeah.
This seems like a trick. This seems like a trick for us to get expensive
Yeah,
bourbon.
it's just like, oh, I forgot my bottle. Thanks, guys.
I'm just going to show up and be like, yeah, this is Coquet. It's a very rare bourbon. John, is this flat Coke?
No. It's from Japan.
You should mix this
that's not bourbon.
with some of your bourbon, but not the fancy bourbon.
Yeah,
Right?
not the fancy
no,
bourbon.
you don't mix fancy bourbon.
No.
Yeah, you're like, I'll take Woodford Reserve and a Coke. No,
No.
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'll take Woodford Reserve.
Separately?
And what?
Then
Woodford
okay.
By
Reserve.
itself. I'll take Woodford Double Oak, and Josh won't have any because it's
'Cause I'm
Whiskey
working.
Wednesdays, and I'm working.
Whatever.
I have to go
Really?
back to
We
my
got-
job. You know, the job you just quit.
I did not quit. I quit. Shut the hell up, guys.
You
Well,
quit so you can
only
move.
quit because apparently they were treating you like shit.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
they-
No,
they
it was
were-
fully justified.
You're
to quit.
going to
were-
move out to California and you're going to
Stop
abandon
it.
us.
Screw California. No.
No, move to Denver. That's the place to be.
It's got the last dinosaur.
No, you moved to
he's
Wyndham.
my friend.
The last
Dinosaur.
He's my friend and a whole lot more. Denver, the last dinosaur. I got nothing. That's all I got. But I got halfway, and that's what matters. Now I got Dumb and Dumber quotes going through my head. We got no food. We got no jobs. Our pets' heads are falling off. And that's all I got. All right. I am loud.
So you were saying
You should turn
something-
me down.
should turn
No,
you down.
don't touch that.
Do you see that blinking light? That means you're too loud.
No, it
that means you're
doesn't.
too loud. That means we're gonna do well. I don't know which way we go.
I can't hear anything. Oh, I can't hear.
You're an
shut up.
asshole.
I am not.
Jesus Christ.
I've been accused of worse.
Yeah.
What are you doing? No, not now.
I turned you to the wrong way.
Now I'm neutered. Now I'm neutered. I
No,
can't
you
hear
were not
anything.
neutered.
Okay, you're nothing. It's okay,
So-
boss.
By the way,
I'll tell
you started this earlier about the whole singing thing.
Tend
and
the
there
rabbit.
you two just
I
went.
know. Tender rabbits.
Because we're
George.
meant to start a band. I mean,
Yes.
it'll
A
be
boy
really,
band.
No, it'll
a
be. It's
rock
for all
band.
ages and all genders.
Where's Jack Black when you need him? I mean, we're not in elementary.
School of Rock.
Yes, we're not in
No.
elementary school.
Pick of Destiny.
I can't hear.
You
anything.
can hear.
I can't hear
You
anything.
can hear.
I
just
can
fine.
hear you.
What? I couldn't hear you. What the hell?
What? Is
Is that better?
That's better.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I think it's the
Yeah.
exact same. I don't think he touched it. I think he just did it. It's a placebo effect. And I used to be in pharma sales, so it makes. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Now can you hear me?
Now we're good.
Now you can hear everybody, can't
We
you?
went to
Yes.
New Orleans in his company car, and I was like, "Well, I'll help drive because it's a 15-hour drive."
You want to
Right?
hear the worst story ever?
Yeah, I think we did. We hear this last time.
Do you want to hear the second worst story ever?
Yes, go ahead.
Work 10 hours at work, get off,
There is an echo after his.
I know,
isn't
I
there?
know.
There is.
get in my car with Kelly, and we go down to New Orleans. And because it's my company car, he can't drive it. So I drove from that point 16 hours to New Orleans.
Yep.
I drank 3 5-hour energies on the way.
He did.
And with that said, I think I was having heart palpitations by the time we pulled into New Orleans, and I probably should have gone to an urgent care. I almost died. Just saying. I never took a 5-hour energy after that.
And I must say, I disagree with you.
Why?
Good story.
I don't want to die.
Tell
What
me
do you-
that again. No, that was not a
Okay,
good
so I
story.
got
So I
off work.
disagree. So I guess I do agree
26
with you.
hours later. It was-
Second worst story of all time.
Hey.
What?
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know what? You should have just let me drive, man.
No.
Nothing was going to happen.
Well, not from you. What about the other assholes? There's a lot of them.
There
Well,
is.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, good talk.
We'll just get you up and say you were driving.
So it's going to become a thing that you guys, and by you guys I mean John and that guy over there, are going to sing.
Yeah.
I don't want to say his name because then he'll start singing.
No, I'm not going to sing. We should do a musical, though.
Right?
Well, his name's only.
I'll be
it's
the
Josh.
bar-
It's,
I'll
his
be the
name isn't
baritone and the
Joseph.
bad
I
guy.
mean,
Yeah.
if it was
Josh-
Joseph,
Joseph.
you know what they say. I don't. No.
You're not going to
Technicolor
Joseph in the
Dreamcoat?
Technicolor Dreamcoat? Okay, thank you.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. It looked like a pimp robe to me.
What?
It looked like a pimp robe. The
No.
coat of many, the Technicolor Dreamcoat? No?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes, but
Let us say the pimp's prayer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
what?
Nothing.
Our Lord
Pimps-
Jesus, who
pimps
art in
up.
heaven,
Go ahead.
keep thy pimp hand strong.
Wow. Pimps up, hose down. Yeah. Pros before hose.
Yeah.
You're not in on all of these?
Yes.
Pimps up,
Hose down.
hose down. That's right. There you go. That's not my fault. I didn't write the book. I just enforce it. It's pretty simple.
Where's your baby powder?
Pretty-
Baby powder? Put baby powder on your hand before you slap him so it doesn't leave a mark.
yeah.
Never knew that.
Reduces friction. So you actually hit him with a telephone book. You don't hit him with your hand.
Bag of oranges.
Right, a bag of oranges. Thank you.
Hell,
Won't leave a mark on it. Let them know who's boss.
There you go.
today's domestic violence brought to you by the letter R.
R.
Right?
Oranges?
No, R for really screwed up. Stop it.
Josh, I thought you were.
I'm gonna weigh in
We're
with my
not talking
singing
about-
buddy over here.
We're not talking about
you
domestic violence. We're talking about beating hoes, man. What?
Oh,
Oh no, that's different. It's not different. That is the same.
So Joshua
Literally
Jackson.
same.
Joshua
Yeah.
Jackson, what you're
Yes.
telling me is that you like your beer like you like your violence. Domestic, right? No? Is that what I'm hearing?
Microbrew?
micro what?
Micro? You? No? Craft? No? What? That's terrible, isn't it?
We can import the violence with the refugees.
No, we can't. There's a ban. So, on violence and refugees.
That
Get it?
got overturned in court
Oh, it did, didn't
by
it?
3 separate judges.
Right. In a row.
I know, right? He's all like,
So,
what the hell?
Gaming with Scott nor its subsidiary companies, we do not put your
Condone.
hands on women. Don't hit women.
No.
That's a bad thing all the way around. You should
Yeah.
never do that.
Brought to you
That's-
by the number 3. It's
Yeah.
the magic number. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Just because you're male, that's what it is.
What?
You're a guy.
Yeah.
That's what all guys
Thank you
want.
for noticing.
What do all guys want? Exactly. Add the number 3. There you go, and we're done.
Yay.
Ta-da!
I'm still confused, but okay.
That's
Ah,
okay,
you're
John. It's all right. It's perfectly fine.
We do need a musical.
I'm
We should
just-
have a musical in the strip club. Yes.
Okay, now I love musicals, but I think that's going too far.
Why?
Why?
Because I'm not sure with all the extra people there that we could get all the Johns like coordinated enough for all the numbers.
Well, since that's
They're called patrons.
I was gonna say Johns are later. Oh,
Johns get taken to jail.
right. Exactly.
not in Nevada.
That's why I was gonna say you could live in Reno and do your little thing there. We could all come out and visit you once a year.
That would be
and
cool
get
as
our
hell.
I mean, we
White
could,
Rabbit ranch. What is
and
it?
you could
The
fly
Bunny
south.
Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch on.
we can visit there together. I won't live there. I'm good. It's
Yeah.
a desert. Screw that.
No, it's a desert. Only
The biggest
as far
little
as your
city on
hose
Earth.
will
I mean,
reach.
come on.
You can have a lawn.
In the desert.
Yeah, there's a lot of green lawns in the desert.
Everything's orange and it
How do
freaks
you
me
think
out.
all those golf courses exist around Vegas?
No,
and
no. I
Reno?
just really
They
like
shouldn't.
Say, I just really
I
like
didn't say they should.
It's
I'm
a
just saying
desert.
they do.
I don't want to live in the desert.
Just like Phoenix,
No.
everything is orange there, and it weirds me out. It's just bizarre.
It's because you're not
It's
used
not
to
like
it.
Phoenix
You're
at
not
all.
born there.
Phoenix is in Arizona, and Reno and Vegas are both in Nevada. They're hugely different.
You're right. They're deserts. They're orange deserts surrounded by mountains. They are hugely
true.
different.
The
Because
difference is it never snows in Phoenix.
Right.
Where
Thank
in
you.
the world is
in San Diego. Yeah.
You guys and the singing.
Goes from Nashville
A musical
to
episode
Norway,
we're just gonna have
back
to
into
these guys.
Zimbabwe.
I just wish that they would sing
Czechoslovakia.
something masculine.
Right?
I just wish they'd sing something that could be sung by men.
Rockapella was made of all men.
Yeah, and you haven't sung a single rockapella yet.
Yes, the Carmen San Diego theme song.
That one.
They open and close with it.
Back to back, belly to belly. Well, I don't give a damn because we're stone dead already. Sing some serious rockapella. You
We are
jerks.
singing serious rockapella. They open and close. Did you not hear this?
I don't
They
want.
open
I
and-
don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that
They
anyway. I'm
put the
done.
miss in misdemeanor when she stole the Prince of Lima. Tell me where.
When it comes
You
to
could just stop right now.
when
Yeah.
it comes to
All right,
acapella,
I'm done, I'm done.
pentatonic sets the bar.
Yeah.
No, we're specifically referring to rockapella.
Oh,
It's
I
a
know.
group. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I watch that
Pentatonic's are
show
good too.
every day. I am a child of the 90s. I was there.
You say like it was. I was there when the '90s happened. The
Hey.
'90s came, took everything away. We didn't have internet. Boom, there was internet. It was horrible.
Horrible.
It's all
Right.
screechy.
Well, it was strange because one
You had to plug
summer
your phone into it.
you played
Y2K.
outside every day that summer, and then the next summer you had a computer.
There it was. 90s ruined your life.
'90s ruined their lives.
I'd had a
Just
union
ruined
job.
it.
I mean, what the hell?
I mean,
Yep.
And one day we had King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Next year, Ronin Warriors.
Yeah, it was
Ruined everything.
terrible. It was horrible.
Ronin
One-
Warriors was
I
probably
need
the
to
best
stop.
anime.
One year
going.
we had Silverhawks. Next year, Tiger Sharks.
It was
awful.
terrible.
It was awful.
Worst thing ever.
The Knights of the
Red
Round
Sky
Table,
season
we
of
dance with
Teenage
everything.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's
First
somewhere
we
in the
had-
building. Rico is listening. He's going, "What the hell are they talking about?"
Hey,
Oh,
there
he's
he
back.
is.
At one
Rico!
point, we had Crag, who was just this gelatinous thing in his belly.
Oh yeah,
And the
Krang.
Krang, whatever. Next year we didn't. It was horrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, it just ruined
Took
everything.
it all away.
1 year Bill Pullman was president, next year Clinton. Kind of an improvement.
Depends.
Well, he played Taft in the movie. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's been pretty darn terrible.
Bill Pullman's still our best president next to
You missed the singing. It was horrible.
Kevin Spacey. We've come full circle.
Who's
no
what?
Best
Frank
president.
Underwood. No,
Frank Underwood? Yeah.
Bartlett. President Bartlett was what I was trying to say. That's our
Eh.
best president.
F you, buddy. Got the
Whoa,
cufflinks
you liked
right
Bartlett?
Yeah, President Bartlett.
What were you all about Bartlett for?
I like Bartlett. He's one of our best presidents.
Whatever.
Fake presidents.
Fake
Should
presidents.
be real. Martin
Yeah, I
Sheen,
think-
I'm calling you out.
here. The West.
I think I would like to see the debate between President Bartlett and President Underwood. I would like to see that televised debate.
No, because like
That
Bartlett
would be
win
a
for
brutal debate.
Bartlett would
be-
win for half of it, and then he would just start coughing, and then that's when he realized his water's been laced with like pepper or something, and then Frank Underwood would start asking him devious questions and sort of being like, "So tell me about the time that you killed Sharif. Do you think it's appropriate for a president to kill Sharif?" And then like Bartlett would just start coughing because he can't get a word out, and Underwood would just go for the attack.
So you've envisioned this as well.
Yes.
Was your robe thrown recklessly open like mine was? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What?
No,
Who wears a robe?
Yeah, right. I just wander around in my slippers with everything hanging out.
Frank Underwood and Trump.
You
No, that'd
captioned
be
that
fun.
Trump picture with that earlier.
evil.
Who wears a robe?
Well, okay, with all of the goofiness that could have potentially gone down at the Republican National Convention or Democratic National Convention, who did not see season 4 as a primer for Know Your Friggin' Conventions, boys and girls?
Right?
Yeah.
But all of the people just went, but that's not because they don't know how it works. Like you're an American person, didn't learn how it worked, huh?
Skip that class in high
Well,
school.
you realize that they
It's a
don't teach
civics
civics
class.
anymore,
It's
right?
a 10th grade class.
They
It's
don't
called
teach it
civics. They
no,
don't teach that class
No.
anymore?
no. It was actually an elective when I went to high school.
Yeah,
I took it, but it was an elective.
I took it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did they get rid of that?
They
The
usually
90s.
they usually try to put it.
The early 2000s.
They usually try to put it in with U.S. history. But
But that was a different class.
I blame George
I know.
W. Bush.
It's weird.
Yes.
And actually, yeah, No Child Left Behind. They tried to radically change the classrooms
And they fucked everything
Okay,
up.
so here's what I can't understand. This is what I don't understand. Can you help me understand this? They keep making programs and keep saying things like "No Child Left Behind." It's left so many children behind. What's the deal with it? Okay, is it me?
You realize that you can't control smart people
Is it-
with consumerism.
I just want to control the dumb people. How do they keep getting into office? It's not my fault.
the dumb people keep getting into office because there are so many other dumb people. That's the fact.
Is that what it is?
That's how it works.
Is
Dumb
that
people in a
how it
mass.
Apathy.
It's like zombies.
It's apathy.
Yeah, we keep having
Apathy.
lower and lower turnouts. So in the Indiana general election, we have lower and lower turnouts.
More.
Yep.
Oh, more
And that's
people voted.
arguably that's the election that's going to affect you more. So
It really is. Because
True.
Holcomb, I mean, what the fuck?
Because Pence, really, I have a wife and a daughter, so that's 2 uteruses that I have to register. I got to go down to UMV and I got to register the uteri, and it's just like, really?
There's only a 3/5 law. I think.
I'm my
We're good.
mother's primary caregiver these days.
Yeah.
Like all of her paperwork has me listed as, call him in case of emergency.
Right.
So I got her, my daughter, and my wife.
Whew, that's a lot of
It
fallopian
is, right?
tubes. I'm just saying. Whoa. So that's like a thing.
Well, see, my mom went through the change, so I'm hoping that
The
I won't have
werewolf
to register
change?
her no more.
Yeah.
Menopause, I guess, would be the
It is
proper
a full
term for
moon
it.
tonight. You never know.
But I'm hoping
Did
that
the
I don't have
eclipse
to
happen
register
yet?
her because she can't bear children anymore.
Here we
so.
go. Did the eclipse happen yet?
No, they don't have. Did it go? It didn't go yet. It's not until 9:55, John. Boo. Yeah.
It ends at 9:55.
Well, when does it start?
7:43 p.m.
okay.
About
But
20
it's
minutes ago.
8:09.
Yeah.
So is it ready? Is it lathered up? Is it? Good
It's.
to
I mean,
go?
it's going right now.
Is it good?
I mean, not really. It's just a partial eclipse.
All right, one last time, and then we'll start.
We need a total eclipse of the heart. See, we don't. That doesn't work when you and I do it.
We need
It's
character
only the
sheets,
Johns,
too.
isn't it? Oh crap, we do, don't we? All right. Well, I'll do it during. I'll go get
Sing
the
a
character
song
sheets during
by
the
Ghost.
switch.
I think our viewers would pay for us not to sing. We should
I
try
think they
that.
might.
We should try that.
Pay
If
would
you
be good.
if you go into a if you Patreon us, we will have episodes. We will release episodes with no singing because we'll actively.
There you go. You should start a Patreon for
We
us.
should. I've already got a Patreon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's how effective it is. That's what our Patreon
Advertise.
is no dollars a month.
You know what? That moon's just taking forever. And you know what else, Scott?
What?
Forever's going to start tonight.
Yeah.
Forever's going to start tonight.
Total eclipse of the heart.
I hate my life.
It's terrible.
It's okay. We hate your life, too.
Stop it. Come on.
Shimon.
Didn't you hear I'm moving? Be nice to me.
Shimon.
Chamoy? No.
Everyone.
The very first line in that song is "Your butt is mine."
Yeah.
Now, at one point, Michael Jackson asked Prince to do a duet of that song with him, and Prince looked at Michael and said, "So which one of us is going to sing the line 'Your butt is mine' to the other one? Because I ain't singing it to you, and you sure as hell ain't singing it to me." That's why Prince didn't do that song with him.
Really? Because I
Nice.
think both of them would have been cool with it.
Well, no, it was literally over the fact that Michael Jackson did not want to change a lyric to suit Prince's taste, and Prince was like, "Come on, man, this," and then we're in. And he's like, "I'll play the guitar solo on it. It'll be the greatest song you've ever done."
Well, I know that Prince actually, when it came to language, he didn't like cussing at all.
Yeah.
Although that line, though, doesn't strike me as something Prince would object to, because he had sexuality was important in a lot of his songs. So I don't actually really like Prince that much. I just know a lot about his
but the
work.
blatant sexuality in his songs was always directed towards a woman, and the way that line could be sexualized, is not something he was going to go into. It's just a choice he didn't want to make.
And I think it was as you said, the sexuality in Prince's songs was always targeted and intentionally targeted, whereas I don't think that level of targeting with that song, I don't think the intent was pure enough, if that makes sense.
No, I get it. That
that
makes
it was
sense.
ambiguous enough that it was like, hey, your butt is mine. Wait, do you mean that? What
exactly.
way do you,
And
hold on. how are
that's
we-
where he was at with that.
And yeah,
No, I get it.
I love Prince.
I do.
He's
I do too.
phenomenal.
I respect his work. I never, and when I say I didn't like him, I mean more in I listened to his songs when they were on. I never actually sought them out.
Do you like
But no,
more
he was
Stay
really
in the
good.
Time?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because if you don't like the time, you don't like Prince because he wrote most of their
How can
songs.
How can you not like More Stay in the Time?
I'm not. I don't know if what did they sing?
You'd like it. You'd
Okay.
like 'em.
Jungle Love.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big one. I mean, because it was on Jay Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's where I heard it.
Yeah. So it's all kinds of. There's,
Yeah, but that's a Prince song.
right.
Prince literally wrote thousands of songs,
I
gave
know.
away a bunch of them, and then vaulted a bunch more.
I never said I hated Prince.
No, I know.
Whatever.
No, we're not.
I
We're just
heard it.
talking about
But
him
now I'm
as an
saying I
artist.
hate Prince.
I heard-
Prince, I wish you would come back to life so I could hate you. That's not true. A friend of mine, Eloy, he'd love to hang out with you.
Yeah.
If he came back to life, he'd be thrilled.
Precisely. So would I.
Then he'd be a zombie.
Right.
And then we have to
Can we
kill
get
him like-
him,
Aloy would
David
still be
Bowie,
thrilled.
and
Aloy would very much still be
anybody else
thrilled.
back? And
I
kill
would-
the Kardashians.
I would take.
True statement.
I would take Zombie Prince. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well,
that
you have to put him down like
Have you
zombie
seen the
Superman.
episode of
Lemmy.
Robot Chicken where they did the zombie musicians?
No.
It's hilarious.
sounds
Zombie Cobain.
Oh, that's funny. So I saw Prince in concert twice.
Well, especially since he didn't have a head.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been good. I saw Zombie Prince. I saw Zombie Prince in concert twice. Basically, I got in trouble 2 times for digging up a thing and then and trying to sing the songs from the Purple Rain album, and then I had to run over the thing. I had to run away. They buried him twice. I kept digging him up. It's terrible. Anyhow, I don't have a joke for that.
I know. I was
There's
wa-
no fun. There's no funny there.
No, I'm trying not to feed you anymore.
You loved him too
Just
much.
gonna let it die. Just don't offer anything. Don't put anything in there.
Doesn't look like-
Just let it go.
Don't
Crickets.
feed the animals. Just
Crickets.
play dead. If you play dead, he'll stop telling the joke.
Like a
There's not even a
Tyrannosaurus,
joke there.
right?
Yeah, it's like a Tyrannosaurus. If you don't move, they can't see you. It's
Like
terrible.
a gosh darn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
What?
Predator.
Why would you gosh darn the first part of it?
I'm not supposed to say cuss words.
Where the hell?
They've been dropping F-bombs all night. I have to edit this thing out anyhow.
What the deuce, man? What the deuce?
We don't
deuce?
cuss when we
Want some
play. We cuss during the pre-show.
goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
No, but if you imagine Jesse the Body Ventura
Yeah.
actually censoring himself, it's funnier.
Ah, that is that. Well, and I wondered why.
gosh darn sexual Tyrannosaurus, just like me.
It's not a
crazy, dude.
Tyrannosaurus. It's a Tyrannosaurus. Got to get that.
Better than a tie-dye-saurus, but only marginally better than an Iranosaurus, which was a little bit more fundamental and a little more explosive.
like 60, like
You
play
realize
60 type
before
Iranosaurus. I got you.
America went into
All
Iran,
right, we
it
just
was
lost all
a
of our listeners.
socialist
We need to
utopia,
kill
right?
this now. Flatline.
Lots of money, universal health care, freedom.
Thanks, Mom, for listening.
Hi, Josh's mom.
Hi, Mom.
Can you send him
She's
along
a
with Rice
saint.
Krispie treats next time?
Yeah, ooh.
As long as the program doesn't track my IP, I listen. So
So is your mother?
Hey, no, we're not going down. Turn around.
I did
Turn
turn-
this car around. Terry
Gonna-
Tucker is a saint.
That's the only line I needed to hear. All right, I'm better now.
We've come full circle.
Is she going to bring Rice Krispie treats
As long as they don't have dairy, so John can eat it.
to the strip club?
She can pay cover. Yeah, let's do this.
That depends. Are we going to the one she works at?
Stop.
I'm sorry. I tried not to. And then
It wrote itself.
don't be sorry, dude. That was great.
Terry Tucker, you bring those Rice Krispie treats with all the goddamn milk in the world.
Rice Krispie treats don't have dairy in them.
She will make
Well,
an
butter.
exception.
Can you have chocolate?
I can. The thing is, I can't do like if it's cooked out. If it's something where it can cook out, then yeah, I can do it just fine. But if
chocolate
it's something like a cream cheese filling or
Is chocolate cooked?
it depends on the chocolate. I find some fudges upset my stomach, but most like candy bars are fine.
Okay, all right.
How long have you been communist?
I grew into it, so
I grew into it.
I was gonna say,
communism isn't something you just are born with.
Yeah, is it natural or did you have to like ease your way into it? I didn't know. I mean, inquiring minds would love to know.
no, it's a cautionary tale. Then it could happen to you. I used to live
it
off like
couldn't.
Instant Mac and cereal when I was in college, and no, it happened to you. It'll happen
Because
to
I was
you.
thinking Rice Krispie treats with one layer of Toll House morsels melted across the top with another layer of butterscotch morsels.
Oh, you
on
mean like
top of
Igor
that.
bars? I love Igor bars.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Igor
I don't know
bars?
what. An
I only
Igor
know their
bar
name
is.
from
Don't know
a
nothing
gaming
about that.
magazine where they talk about making the fattiest, most sugar-rich treat that they had to put a disclaimer at the bottom that said diabetics do not eat.
That's my kind of food. But
I'm in.
Rice Krispie treats are the base, and you make cookies, and you put cookies on top of the Rice Krispie treats, and you put in layers of chocolate and candy and fudge and everything, and so eventually you just cover the whole thing in another layer of chocolate and sometimes an ice cream sauce, and then you serve it.
And this is how he killed the dinosaurs. This is
It's how
they
you
really
kill
died.
diabetics. So
we love diabetics.
apparently, it's like 4,000 calories just for like a couple bars.
So you know that you can you can reverse diabetes if you just go to the low carb ketogenic thing. Totally curable. It's
Like
all good.
All diabetes or just type 2?
Definitely type 2, but they're the jury's sort of out on the type 1. But
I don't know if it cures it so much as it gives you food that you can manage.
Dig up Wilford Brimley.
You
I
can
know
reverse that insulin resistance. That shit will just go away, which is really kind of nice. And then you can just get your life back on.
I know that okra water actually does work, apparently.
Oprah doesn't make water.
Okra water.
Oprah makes everything.
Oprah makes everything.
She
You
makes
get some
okra.
water, and you get some water. Okra water, isn't that what that is? No, oh, that's a different
You
thing.
get to pay the gift tax, and you get to pay the gift tax.
True statement.
You're walking out of here with a $50,000 car that you have to pay tax on. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at 25%.
Yep. Gotta love that.
Yeah, gifts you pay 25% on gifts, prizes.
There should not be a death tax. That's all I'm saying.
Death and taxes.
The only thing that should be certain in life is death.
And taxes. No. Why not taxes?
Just death.
What, you
Taxes
don't like
are
roads? Taxes are not theft.
I know.
They are not theft. Okay, all right. I was going to go, they are not theft. Do you like
The
roads,
government,
maybe?
the government gives me more money back a year than I pay in taxes, so I'm happy with
I
it.
hate you.
I like getting it.
I saw Joshua Jackson make the same look at his eyes like, I hate you too.
No, I was like, would my mother deliver Rice Krispie treats?
And there it is.
It depends on if she could get a break and she could bring him out to us.
Stop it. Thanks, Mom, for wearing
John.
I sure it's time to brush her teeth, dude.
Wow.
Stop it.
Woo. And you could say, hey, I don't go down to where John works and jump up and down on the end of the bed now, do I? No. Okay.
We don't have beds at the docks. On the lower end of the docks. We don't even have knee pads, even though my pimp said he'd give them to me soon. But Josh Jackson was a stingy bastard, so...
Hashtag splintery knees. Splintery knees.
He's got this tongue thing. It just rocks your world.
No?
No, they didn't get over the border. They couldn't even make that.
Oh, okay. They couldn't make that
How
noise.
deep an O-ring can you get through?
Oh.
And that was the death of Gaming with Scott.
No, that's when we skyrocketed. That's when we took off. That's when we talked
Right.
about
We did great in the grinder.
All
community.
this can be cut down.
No, we're not cutting any of this. No.
Lunch Ladyland.
What?
So about that game.
So, Josh, you were just going to start singing Lady
get
of the
the
Morning?
sheets.
Is that what you were just going to
No,
say?
Lunch
Dan?
Ladyland.
Go get the sheet.
By Adam
Lunch
Sandler.
Lady of the Morning?
What?
I don't know what you were
Stop it.
saying.
No, it's growing in my head. Stop it.
What?
Sloppy Joe.
And
Slop-
my
Sloppy
lady of the morning.
His headphones off.
Rico has revolted. He has mutinied.
He is like, I'm not listening
he
to
is
this
done.
shit anymore.
Until we play the game, no more headphones. Done what you bitches done.
Lady
Of the morning.
No.
Sunlight in your eyes.
Did you just Google the lyrics so you could do this?
No, I was looking up gift tax.
Oh, fair enough.
Wow.
Softly,
like,
fair
now I need
and
to know.
waiting.
I've never heard the
You're
song.
my lady.
Too much, huh? Yeah.
The look on your face is like, oh, what did I do? I thought it'd be funny. John just ran with it again. Hey, Scott, where's our character sheets?
Oh, and on that note, it looks like that's going to bring us to another masterful end of Behind the Masks.
Character sheets.
So I'm here with, hold on, with John Kennedy. I have to look directly at him for him to say hello. Say hi.
Hi.
Kelly.
Hello.
Josh.
Hi, Mom.
And Rico.
Yo.
Alrighty, that gets us everywhere. So I said everyone to say hello so that everyone could say goodbye. I'm going to go get the character sheets and we'll get this thing under the way.
Bye-bye.
So as always, you'll hear from us real soon.
Bye.
Bye.
And that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott presents Behind the Masks, a Southgate Media production. You can always send us an email at gamingwscott@gmail.com or catch us on Twitter. Josh Elliott is at Asmodee369. Dan is at Malkware. Josh Jackson is at ActionJack853. And Rico is at R1CO. Or me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/GamingWScott. Remember, superfans, the more you share, the more we make. If you love what we do, share it with your friends. If you don't love what we do, please share it with us. This show will only be made better by listener participation. Send us email or comments on Facebook, or send us a tweet of the things you would like us to discuss. We promise we will get your comments and topics on the air. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon.